Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. There's two types of investors. The first investor would look at the price of gold and silver and say, I knew it. There's no money to be made here. The price is bearish. There's no value. The second investor would say, wow, prices are low. I better take this as an opportunity because I know the value of silver is worth much more than $23. You see the two different perspectives, glass half full, glass half empty. The second investor sees opportunity. The first investor is stuck to the literal price of it right now, not looking forwards. You got to think ahead of the curve. This exact same formula could be applied to going shopping. Say you want to go buy some shoes, and your shoes are $100, and then the next day you go back and the shoes are $75. Wouldn't you be happier that the shoes were on a discount, on sale? You could buy the shoes for cheaper. For some reason though, in the investing world, if a price is lower on a discount, on sale, people freak out and panic and don't want to buy it even more. It's only opportunity, and that's why I've been buying a lot of silver lately. I have a lot of unboxings to do. I went a little crazy, but seeing $30 silver and seeing how quick the markets are changing, especially with the election coming up, I definitely know there's going to be a lot of volatility, but also a lot of changes, and it could be to the upside. So this is one last chance to buy somewhat relatively cheap silver, and I fully took advantage of that. I have an unboxing probably coming tomorrow or the next day, and then I have another unboxing coming probably in 2 to 3 days, and there's actually another purchase I'm probably gonna capitalize on today for a specific coin that I've wanted for a long time. So yes, I'm taking full advantage of silver's price being low, and you should too. You would hate to see the people that miss out on $23 silver, and then once the price starts going up higher, then they see the proof that it is valuable, then they end up saying, okay, I guess I'll buy it at $30, right? Like, do you see how silly that mind state is? You got to have faith. You got to see the bigger picture. You cannot be stuck to the screen on the literal day-to-day prices. So anyways, I found a couple articles I want to share. First is just talking, and both of these articles are extremely well written, give very good insight on what's happening and also the potential, the opportunity lies ahead. So anyways, on Monday, the dollar rose. And by the way, right now the price of silver and gold are so low because the dollar index is strong, right? And the dollar index doesn't stay strong forever. These markets move up and down. The dollar index is going to move up and down, which is also going to affect silver moving up and down. So anyways, the dollar rose from 1.16 grams silver to 1.26. Conventional monetary thinkers believe that the dollar can be measured either in terms of the euro, pound, yuan, etc., or in terms of consumer prices. See, I love how the monetary thinkers, and this is so true, these are not units of measure. And that's because consumer prices are subject to huge forces pushing them both up, rising costs of compliance, and down, falling interest rates, rising efficiency. Using consumer prices to measure the value of the unit of exchange is like using the height of a seagull or a flock of them to measure the elevation of a boat that's tossing in the waves while slowly sinking. See, the other currencies are dollar derivatives. You wouldn't use Google December call options to measure Google, would you? You wouldn't try to literally lift yourself by your own bootstraps. Yes, it's fashionable to sagely nod that the dollar went up on a day when the peripheral currencies fell. So anyways, in the regime of irredeemable currencies, up is down, war is peace, ignorance is bliss. So anyways, not the sun, not the earth, is at the center of the solar system, and gold, not the dollar, is at the center of the economic value system, and silver is gold's younger cousin. It's so true. Money is something that cannot be created nor destroyed. That's gold and silver, right? It takes like a supernova explosion in outer space to make gold and silver. It takes a printing press from man to print silver. I mean, to print dollars, to print fiat currency. So anyways, they go into the chart points, the point of view of what's going on, the correlation between, the basis and spot price. It's very similar. So here's the key question. So what's the follow through? If the price stays down for the basis and the basis goes back up, that'll be a bearish signal. But if the basis stays down, means the market is tighter at $24. So anyways, the monetary metals client continue to earn interest on their silver, paid in silver regardless of market fluctuations. Do you see how it kind of comes full circle? Regardless of what happens, if you invest properly, accordingly, strategically, it all works out. Silver is a win-win situation, and it kind of goes into this in this article, which I really like. So let's jump into it. So during the negotiations over the European Union's Maastricht Treaty, it was said that because of the need to accommodate all different members, the talks resembled a kind of multi-dimensional game of chess. Europe had just 12 members. What such discussions are now here 27 countries. So the same principle that the larger the number of variables, the more complex is the task of getting an overview applies in a large measure to silver trading. And that's so true. The silver is it's incorporated, intertwined. There's so many factors that play to give silver's price, but I like how this article gives four specific things that can affect silver's price. And you guys know I love this. I always talk about what is affecting silver's price and at what percentage, what rate, what's the ratio. We know all this speculation, price manipulation, supply and demand, but what factors really play a huge role in silver's price? So let's jump into it. Here are some moving parts that have been taken into account by anyone trying to forecast the silver price. One is the relationship with its fellow bullion metal, gold, right? That's so true. The relationship between the pair is best seen as the ratio between gold and silver prices. A second consideration is that half of all silver mined is used for industrial purposes rather than for jewelry or investment. That makes silver prices partially dependent on the outlook for the world economy. And that's why silver is multi-beneficial. Because not only is it a monetary metal when the times are bad, when the economy's in bad shape, but it also benefits when the economy's in good shape, because silver is intertwined so heavily in the economy, in the industrial applications that people use. So it's a win-win situation. Gold is only benefiting when the economy's in bad shape. Silver benefits whether it's in bad or good shape. So thirdly, the majority of silver is mined not in its own right, but as byproduct. It's found by accident. This weak link between demand and supply means silver is liable to glut the market without warning. That's a very, very interesting, and I think this point is overlooked, so I want to break it down a little bit. Silver is found by accident. Literally by accident. They're not focusing on silver. So if we know that there's a rising demand from 5G technology, solar panels, electric vehicles, rising demand, especially as price rises, not only those big companies from all that stuff I just mentioned, but also the individual investors as well, like you and I, and a younger generation, because there's apps like Robinhood. So there's a lot of money, a lot of new money going into silver, but there's a falling production supply. And that's because of the global pandemic, less workers, harder to find. They're not even looking for silver, they're looking for gold because silver's not profitable. A lot of gold that's remelted, rescrapped, reused is not the same with silver because silver's not profitable to scrap out of computers or even turn into a pawn shop because you'll get like $1.50 for a necklace. They're not doing that. So a lot of silver's lost where gold is recycled. So so the circulating supply of gold is way longer lasting than silver's, and that has to play into the rate that it comes out of the ground, which should also influence the gold to silver ratio in terms of prices, but it doesn't. So silver has a hold on the imagination. Anyone thinking of trading silver will need strong nerves and a cool head. Rewards of trading go beyond the financial. This is a mysterious and mystical metal whose hold over the human imagination rivals that of gold. Think of the silver bullet said to kill werewolves, that 30 pieces of silver which Judas said to betray Jesus. Back to the gold to silver ratio, this expresses the number of troy ounces of silver that can be bought with 1 ounce of gold. And the more silver ounces that can be purchased for 1 ounce of gold, the higher the gold price in relation to silver price. Once that ratio seems excessive, there is a clear incentive for traders to switch from gold to silver, given a much larger position in silver can now be built up for the same price as much as the smaller position in gold. Now, that might sound confusing, but it's actually very simple. You can use the gold to silver ratio to earn literal free gold or free silver. So let's say you have 1 ounce of gold and the ratio is 100 to 1. So you took that 1 ounce of gold and traded it for 100 ounces of silver. So now you don't have a 1 ounce of gold anymore. You have 100 ounces of silver. Then let's say the gold to silver ratio goes up to 115. 115. It previously was 100. So what you could do, it's 115 to 1 now, and you have 100 ounces of silver. You could theoretically trade the silver back for gold and still keep 15 ounces. And it works the opposite way as well. If you have 100 ounces of silver, trade it for 1 ounce of gold, the ratio goes up to 115. You can trade the 1 ounce of gold back to silver and keep the 15 ounces. So now you have an ounce of gold and 15 ounces of silver. See what I'm saying? And it's hard to do that. You have to know how to play the tops, right? And you have to do this with Boolean, strictly Boolean. It is a lot, it's a kind of a longer type of trade, a longer type of technique to use. It's not as easy, but it's definitely a way, and I see tons of people using it. So anyways, this article just keeps going on, right? I'm going to try to wrap this video up because it is kind of timely. I have a lot more work to do today, but I hope you guys got the gist of this video. The point that I'm trying to make is that, yes, prices are low right now, but that's only opportunity. If you understand silver's true value, the nature of its true price, especially in correlation to the dollar, you would see that these prices are easily buyable all day long, and you better take advantage of it, because I didn't think we would be seeing $23 silver anymore. So seeing these prices definitely kicked me in gear to take advantage of it and buy some. And by the way, since I made that decision, you're going to see a lot of unboxings on this channel coming very soon. Within the next couple days, I'll be unboxing a lot of different stuff. I'll also be sharing the reasons why I bought these different types of coins. I'm really excited. I'm pumped to get this stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the content as well. Make sure you subscribe. You want to subscribe daily. These articles I give you, they're all written the same day, if not a day old at the latest. Everything I talk about on this channel, everything I go over, all the articles written, they're all really recent, up-to-date things. I'm not finding articles from 6 months ago and trying to talk about a topic that's already passed. I'm talking about the relevant things that's happening right now that's affecting silver prices. And that's why it's so important to stay up to date with and tune into my channel, because I'm giving you the newest, latest, freshest information on a day-to-day basis. So anyways, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. This was Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.